What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me today. It is Friday, November 16th for my daily sports picks video. JVille Sports here, your source for free NBA picks every single day. Not my normal setting today. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I am on the road today, but I still want to do my video. I still got some picks for you. So just bear with me. Today's video is not going to have the same graphics like I usually do with yesterday's bet of the day or today's bet of the day, but it'll still be the same content. You just won't see those screens. So I appreciate you joining me today. Let's recap yesterday like we always do. 2 games were on the schedule. We went a disappointing 1-1. Disappointing because we did lose our bet of the day, which was the Golden State Warriors on the road against the Celtics. We had the Warriors -7, and they didn't even win the game. They lost the game. They were supposed to show Boston who was the best team in the NBA, but Boston won that game at home, 14 straight for them. They are just finding ways to win every single time. Golden State was actually up by, I want to say, 17 early in that game, and then Boston just slowly crept back in, and they took it from them. So that's on Golden State. I mean, they play around too much. A lot of bad shots. But that's the way it goes. So that one was a loss. Disappointing there. Congrats to those of you who did take Boston plus the points, or maybe to win straight up. I saw some of you guys put those comments in there. So thank you for those comments, and good job making that pick. So let's get on to today's game. Today's games. We have 11 on the schedule. Full slate today. We have first the Pistons at the Pacers. Pacers -1, I believe, at home right now. Pistons are playing pretty well right now, though. They're a quiet 10-4. They did lose their last game to Milwaukee. This is definitely going to be a good game, a battle of the centers. You got Drummond versus Miles Turner, 2 of the best centers, definitely in the East. This is a really tough one. I'm going to go with the Pistons, though, to bounce back and win a close one. Underdog there. We have Miami at the Wizards. When I saw this spread last night, it was 4.5, which seemed fishy to me. It looks like it's about 5.5 right now. I mean, these two teams just played each other in Miami. Washington whooped them. So now they come to Washington, and they're only favored by 4.5. Seemed a little strange to me. Like I said, it's 5.5 now. But yeah, it's a weird one. You got to go with the Wizards at home for this one. You have Utah at Brooklyn. It looks like Brooklyn -1 at home. Utah has a bunch of injuries. It looks like the latest is Ricky Rubio, who should be missing. Looks like he's going to miss this one. So, I mean, you got to go with the healthier team here. Brooklyn, even though they're not that great of a team. So, Brooklyn at home is my pick. You got the Clippers at the Cavs. Cavs playing a little better of late. Rose is a game-time decision. Probably won't be playing. Beverly, same for him. On the Clippers side, no Gallinari to drain threes, which is Cleveland's issue, is defending the three. So, without him, that definitely helps a lot for Cleveland. So, I'm going to take Cleveland at home to take this game. The Clippers are not playing well at all. Yeah. New York at Toronto. Toronto about 7.5, 8.5, I think now, at home. Toronto's finally playing like they should. If they continue to play that way, they should beat the Knicks. I think I did see Ibaka might be a game time decision. Either way, though, Toronto should win this game at home. You have Charlotte at Chicago. Chicago, one of the worst teams in the league. Batum for Charlotte is getting back into the swing of things, so he's going to get better every single game. Hornets at home, definitely like that one. Oklahoma at San Antonio. OKC favored by 1 on the road. No real injuries for Oklahoma. Spurs, we know about their injuries. The Spurs are just a hard team to predict without their best player, so I got to go with OKC. Even though they're not playing great right now, to take this one on the road. Minnesota at Dallas. Dallas is just a bad team. Very rarely am I going to pick them. Not going to pick them today against the T-Wolves. T-Wolves is the pick on the road. Portland at Sacramento. Kind of the same thing here. Sacramento is not very good. Not going to pick them too many times. Portland on the road is the pick. Pelicans at Nuggets. This one should be a close competitive game here. Denver at home plays with a lot of energy. They're 6-2 at home, so they're playing very well. I look for that to continue. I'll take the Nuggets at home. We have the Suns and the Lakers for the last game of the night. Lakers -6.5. This is already the third time this early season that these teams have played. Lakers are 2-0 so far. Also, the Suns just played last night, so they could be a little tired. No Tyson Chandler. Not that he's a big factor for the Suns. But I have to go with the Lakers at home to win that game. So those are our picks. We are looking to go 11-0. So let's get to our bet of the day. We need to get back on the winning track here. Nothing too fancy here. I'm just going to do one actually bet. It's going to be a parlay, a 3-team parlay, all money lines. So I'm just picking the teams to win. First, we're going to take Cleveland Cavaliers at home. I have them right now at -260 is their odds. Toronto Raptors at home, -340 is their odds. You have the Hornets on the road at Chicago. They are -280 on the road. So you put those three spreads together into a parlay and you get +143. That means $100 will pay you $143. I'm actually going to throw 200 to win $286. That is my bet of the day. I really don't see either of these three teams losing. Cleveland at home to the Clippers should win that game. Toronto, New York can get hot. Porzingis is playing crazy, but Toronto is the better team at home. Got to win that game. Charlotte, definitely not worried about Charlotte, even though they're on the road. Chicago is just a bad team. Dwight Howard, Batum, Kemba Walker. I mean, they got some players. They cannot lose that game. So, all three of those I like. That is my bet of the day. 3-team parlay, money line parlay. And that is it. A couple lanes. I kind of like OKC at San Antonio. A little bit risky there. Cleveland -7. I kind of like. Charlotte -6.5. I like. Toronto -7.5. A little much. Knicks could possibly keep it close. I like the other three better. OKC, Cleveland, and Charlotte to cover, but not going with that. I'm going with the 3-team parlay money line. Those are our picks for today. Thank you for joining me. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow.